Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Scorpio, October 2021. Hey Scorpio, welcome to the last little chapter of your dark season. Your birthday is right around the corner, which means that you are in the depths of your 12th house where endings, closures, reflection has to take place in order for you to be prepared to start fresh once again with the solar return energy of the sun on your birthday. So this month we are kind of starting fresh. We are going to get things started in a little bit of a way before your birthday actually takes place. On October 6th, we have the new moon in Libra highlighting this 12th house. And although this 12th house is dark, is about endings, is about closures, we do want to use that energy, use those realizations in order to create a brand new framework on what it is you actually want to see happen over the next year. The new moon in Libra, of course, wants you to focus on love, peace, harmony, really finding fairness and justice in bringing your energy to the world and sharing yourself with other people. Because this is taking place in your 12th house, this is likely going to bring a lot of intuitive visions, a lot of spiritual callings on what it is that you need to be preparing for your next natal year. On October 6th, we also have Pluto, your ruler, going direct in Capricorn. So Pluto, of course, being the great transformer, putting a certain death to all the negative, all the pain, all the trauma of the past, and of course, alchemizing it, using it as motivation, as a catalyst to make a change, to turn that pain into power. Pluto has been in Capricorn really doing a number on dismantling all of the old constructs in our thinking, in our thoughts, in our memories, in our structures, in our systems. And because Pluto will be going direct, we're going to be able to actually shift out of the negative narrative that we've been in. And because it's highlighting your third house, this is definitely going to have a huge impact on how it is that you are speaking, how it is that you are communicating and expressing yourself, especially when it comes to the wisdom and the knowledge that you've accumulated throughout your past pain and past experiences. On October 7th, we have Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and worth, moving out of your sign in Scorpio and moving into Sagittarius. So Venus moving into Sagittarius, we definitely get a little bit more positive, a little bit more hopeful. Venus, while in Scorpio, was very intense, very passionate, a little bit dark, because of course we had new desires be illuminated to us, especially where intimacy is concerned, where our vulnerabilities with intimacy are concerned. And you know what? We've been caught up in the feels for far too long. Venus moving into Sag is going to lighten the vibe. It is going to bring in a brand new truth on what it is that we want, what it is we desire, what we value, what is worth and who is worth our time and energy. And because this is taking place in your second house that Venus naturally rules over, this is going to be a huge shift in your confidence, in your esteem, in putting into focus where it is that your skills, your talents, your expertise needs to be illuminated, needs to be spoken a little bit louder. Your knowledge needs to be shared with the world. Your truth needs to really be validated first within yourself. This is going to set you up and really show you the new opportunities that are opening up for you. This is going to expose to you how many different paths, how many options, how many choices are available to you as you move into your brand new natal year. On October 10th, we have Saturn, the Lord of Karma, going direct in Aquarian energy. This is going to be highlighting your fourth house. We've had a couple of months where some serious changes have been taking place, maybe not so much in our physical realms, but definitely within inside of us. We've been contemplating our home, our environment, our dynamics within the home, our boundaries where our emotional safety and security is concerned. Saturn, of course, the Lord of Karma, really wants to highlight for us some tough love life lessons that we've had to go through, some struggle we've had to endure in order to see whether or not we've actually learned anything. Saturn going direct in Aquarius is going to open up our minds to new perspectives, to new situations, to new paths that we have to take our home and our family unit, new foundations we have to build in order to support the dreams, the opportunities that we are looking to manifest in our new natal year. And Saturn is really going to drive home the main point of being able to take care of ourselves instead of looking outside of ourselves for other people to fill those voids. On October 18th, we have Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion, going direct as well in Aquarian energy, affecting this fourth house. So Jupiter wants to push us outside of our comfort zone. This is likely where we will see the physical changes in our home, in our family dynamics take place, in the way that we rearrange our day-to-day lives in order to provide ourselves with time, energy, and attention to take care of ourselves before giving ourselves away to everyone else. Jupiter wants to renew our faith, wants to show us where we need to be positive once again, where abundance is about to enter into our lives, affecting our home, affecting our finances. Also on the 18th, Mercury, the ruler of the mental plane, is going direct in Libra. So this particular energy is going to be in your 12th house. And of course, the 12th house is endings. It's closure. It is your intuition. It is your spiritual self. It is your karma. Mercury, having been retrograde here, has probably taken you back on a little bit of a journey through your past pain, past trauma, past experiences where relationships were concerned, where it is that you didn't advocate for yourself, where it is that you didn't put your own wants, needs, and desires ahead of everyone else's, and where you had to pay the price for that. Now with Mercury going direct, not only do you have the energy to exert in your exterior realm to balance the scales in your personal relationships, but you're about to enter into a realm where soul contracts are being initiated. Pay attention to the new people entering into your realm at this time because they are likely a divine connection. Mercury going direct in Libra in this 12th house is also going to help you gain a lot of clarity using your intuition and your logical, practical mindset in order to blend together the most opportunistic path in order for you to walk as you enter into a brand new natal year. On October 20th, we have a full moon taking place in Aries. So the full moon typically wants us to end something, wants us to release the energy, the efforts that we've been trying to put forth and make change and make things happen since the spring. It is definitely going to illuminate for us where it is that, because this is taking place in your 6th house, you have to put some endings to some daily habits that aren't really supporting you taking initiative and making things happen. This really is going to illuminate for you where it is that you need to put your own health and wellness at the top of the list and really make sure that you aren't giving the best of your energy away, being of service to other people before giving it to yourself. This 6th house wants to purify you, wants to cleanse you from the social responsibilities that you have. And because the full moon in Aries wants you to focus on what it is that you want, what it is you need, and what it is that you desire as an individual, you're really going to have to put yourself at the top of the list before showing up for other people. On October 3rd, Scorpio season begins. Of course, this is going to be highlighting your 1st house of self. It is the platform that you are going to use to reintroduce yourself to the world. It is when you get your power back, when you get your confidence back, when you get to reemerge as the renovated version, the 2.0 version of who it is that you need to be in order to step into this brand new next chapter. This 1st house of self is your image, is how you're presenting yourself to the world. It is a boss up. It is a maturity from all of the reflection that you've been doing, all of the transforming that you've been doing. And now it's time to present yourself to the world in the way that you want to be seen. On October 30th, we have Mars, your co-ruler, moving into Scorpio as well in this 1st house. This means that Mars, being the god of war, really passionate and fired up to go after what it is that we currently desire, is going to be pushing you, encouraging you, making you bold and courageous and just over the top with wanting to reemerge in the world in a brand new way. Scorpios tend to want to stay in the shadows. We don't really like to stand in the light too much. But because we are moving into our birthday season, because we are feeling light and shiny and fluffy, Mars is really going to give us that sassiness, that warrior type vibe that we need in order to take action and make things happen so that we can set the tone for the rest of the natal year that we actually want to be living and want to experience. So some of the advice and guidance coming in from the universal guides, first and foremost, they want to remind you of your strength, of your power. You are the alchemist of the zodiac, meaning you can live in the shadows, you can live in the pain, you can endure huge amounts of suffering, and you will always turn that into a source of light and source of power. Yes, your strength has been tested, especially in aligning with your truth, in aligning with your individuality, putting yourself out there knowing that you are the black sheep of the family, of the community, of the collective, in order to speak higher truths that other people aren't speaking. It takes a certain amount of bravery, of boldness, of courage to do what you're doing. And there is a huge reminder here, especially seeing as we get closer to your birthday, you are in the depths of the darkness of your soul's journey. You do have to remind yourself of all the challenges, all the obstacles, all the pain and all the trauma that you've endured, that you've overcome, and that you have turned into a source of power, acting as motivation, acting as catalyst to constantly be better. Now, they are talking about giving yourself permission to just give yourself a mental break. There's been a lot of variables, a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas swirling, especially around your home environment, about the family dynamic and how that is transforming, about the boundaries that have been tested by certain relationships, on where it is that you had to implement new boundaries in order to emotionally protect yourself. This is a very strenuous time in the mental plane, going through the past, going through the present, going through the possibilities of the future, and trying to figure out what feels the best, what makes the most logical sense, but what is calling you to stand up, to stand in your power, to be better. There is going to be a lot of reflection going on, especially at the first part of the month, while Mercury is still very much retrograde in this 12th house for you. This is a review of your soul contracts. This is a review of your life lessons. This is a revisitation, if you will, of all of the past experiences that were hard, that were painful, that molded you into the individual and the person, the energy, the soul that you currently are. It's important to reflect. It's important to revisit. It's important to revise your plans based off of pulling out the silver linings of the darker parts of your past and using those silver linings to light your way into your present and future self. There are a lot of soul contracts being initiated for you as you move into your solar year, and you need to be prepared, dropping the emotional memories, weight, and baggage of your past pain experiences to clean the slate, to open up, and to allow new people to actually be able to enter into the realm of your heart space.